Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another crochet video for you, and today I'm showing you how to make these fingerless gloves. And yeah, it's super fun. It's a really easy project. You'll only need about 100 grams of yarn. I used cotton yarn, and it's super easy. It took me about 2 days, I think. So it's pretty easy, and all you need is some yarn, a crochet hook, a needle to weave in the loose ends, and a pair of scissors. To start off, we're going to make a slip knot, and I'm showing you how to do that on screen now. This is super easy. This is basically how you start every single crochet project. And then you're going to put your hook in the loop and tighten it so it's kind of tight around your loop. And then we're going to start making the base part of our glove, and you want it to fit around the bottom of your hand where it starts becoming your wrist. And it should also be able to fit over the rest of your hand. So you're going to chain the amount you need. This will be different for everybody. I chained about 40 chains, and then it fit around my wrist, and I could also pull it all the way over my hand. And it's important that you can pull it all the way over your hand, because if it just fits around your wrist, you won't be able to get it on. And then you're going to try it around your wrist, see how it fits. You're going to need a little bit of room like I just showed you right there on my wrist. And then you're going to chain 2 more on top of your chains, and then we're going to work our way back. So you're going to loop your thread around your hook, and you're going to go into the 3rd chain from the hook. So not the 2 you just made, but the last one out of whichever amount you made to fit around your wrist. And then we're going to make double crochets all the way down towards the end of our chain. And if you don't know how to do a double crochet, I'm showing you on screen now. It's super simple. It's one of the easiest stitches, and it also lets you cover a lot of ground faster than, say, a single crochet. So I really like this stitch. And yeah, you're just going to do this all the way to the end of your chain. When you reach the end, we're going to connect the 2 pieces, and to do that we're actually going to make a slip stitch into the first double crochet of a row there. So you're going to have to find that one and stick your hook in there. And to make a slip stitch, you're just going to have to hold your thread, and you're going to pull through a loop, and you're going to pull that loop through the other loop on your hook immediately. And like this, it can be a little bit finicky because it's pretty tight, but then you're going to go back into the same place and make a double crochet in that stitch again so we don't lose any of our stitches. And then you're just going to go all the way around with double crochets again till you reach the same spot, and you'll be able to recognize it because it has a little slit in the bottom there where the 2 parts aren't completely attached, and this will also help to give it a little bit more room when putting on the glove, because it'll become a little bit tighter as we keep going around. So just keep making double crochets until you reach the same spot again. So when you've worked your way around again, you're going to go into the first double crochet, and my hook is out of camera, but you'll be able to recognize it's just the first one after that little gap. And you're just going to make a double crochet into that again, no slip stitch this time. It will make this little gap now, but that will disappear later on. And you're just going to keep doing double crochets, and from this moment on you can just keep going around. When you have 7 circles of the double crochet in total, you can count them like this. We're going to add the place for our thumb hole, because obviously we want our thumb to be able to come through earlier. And to do that, you're going to try it on and see where it will have to be, because you want that little slit at the bottom, if you remember that, to be at the inside, like the middle inside of your wrist, so it's the least noticeable. And then here you're going to kind of see how many stitches you'll need for your thumb to go. And then when you reach the place where your thumb is going to be, you're going to chain. And I chained 8 chains, but depending on how thick your yarn is, how large or small your hands are, you might have to adjust this. So just adjust it to your liking. And then I also skipped 8 stitches, and actually 7, and I went into the 8th one from my original double crochet that I made the chains out of. So there's 7 stitches there that are just open. And then I'm going to do a double crochet directly into that 8th stitch, and from then on I'm just going to keep doing double crochets around again, and that's how you've created then the hole for your thumb. After you've done a few more double crochets, it's a good moment to try it on, see if it fits, see if you need to adjust anything, and then you're just going to do another round completely of double crochets until you reach the chain again, and then I'll show you how to make the double crochets over that chain. So here I am trying on the glove just to make sure that the thumb hole is in the right place and that it's comfortable and that I can move my thumb around. And this is kind of how it should look, just like that, pretty like tight but not uncomfortable. When you reach the chains again, you're going to want to make double crochets into each one of the chains, and you want to make it in the back loop of each chain. That's just the easiest way to do it. It can take a little while before you have your hook in one of the chains because you've been working into double crochets for a while now, and now you have to go back to normal chains, and it's just a little bit more finicky, but there's just 8 of them, so just keep pushing through. And then when you reach the other side, you're just going to keep making more rows of double crochets all the way around until the glove is at your desired height on your fingers. And remember, we're going to add a little trim at the top and bottom as well, so this is not the whole glove. When you've done 12 whole rows in total, you're going to finish off your glove. Obviously, if you want it to be higher, you can, but remember, we're adding that trim. So to do that, you're going to have to leave about 3 stitches, and we're kind of working where that little slit is on the bottom, but then above that. And first you're going to do a half double crochet, which is what I'm doing on screen now. And instead of pulling through 2 and then 2 again, you're pulling through all 3 at once. Then we're just going to do a normal single crochet, which is basically one of the most easiest stitches in crochet. And then lastly, you're going to do a slip stitch, which we've already done before, so that shouldn't be too hard. And then you can cut off your yarn a little bit away. Remember, you still have to work in the yarn, so don't cut it too close. And then you can pull in your crochet hook to pull the thread through. And now all we still have to do is the trim on the thumb, the top, and the bottom. I'm just trying on the glove here to show you what it would look like this, but this is how it looks like with the trim. To start on the trim, we're going to work on the top first. So the one that's near your fingers, you're going to make a slip stitch, and then we're going to put it on our hook. And then we're going to grab the base of our glove and we're going to go into the first stitch after the slip stitch. So I'm going in there now, and we're going to make a slip stitch in there as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to chain up, and the height of our trim is going to be 4 chains. So we'll have to use 5 chains because we want that one chain to turn so our work doesn't get weirdly wobbly or too tight. And on the thumb, you're also going to do 4 chains plus the extra chain for turning. But on the bottom near your wrist, you're going to want to do 6 chains plus 1, which will make it 7 for the turning. Then you're going to go back only in the back loop of the chains. And this is really important that you go in the back loop. And then when you've done 4 of these single crochets in the back loops only, we're going to slip stitch back into the base of our glove. And this is to secure it, and this will make it look actually really neat. So you're going to do a slip stitch in the next double crochet, and then also in the one after that. And you always do 2 because you go up and then you come back down. So you're creating basically 2 rows of stitches. So you also want to slip stitch into 2 double crochets. And then after those 2 slip stitches, you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to turn your work. Now comes the super important part, and that's where you have to make the single crochets, but only in the loop furthest away from you. So all 4 of these little chains, you only want to take the back loop, so the one that is facing away from you, and only go into that one. And this whole trim, you're only going to go in the back loops. We never take the front loop with us, or both of them, just the back one. And this will make this ribbly pattern that looks like the bottom of a sweater or the trim of a glove. And yeah, just really remember to only go on the back. And then when you reach the top, all you have to do is chain 1 again and go back down just in the back stitches. And this is a super fun little crochet trick because you just use the 3 simplest things, which are single crochets, chains, and slip stitches. And you can create this super interesting design that you can use for so many different things, like the bottoms of sweaters. You could also make a whole bag like ribbled like this, and you can also obviously use it for the bottom of gloves. And yeah, so I'm just going back down here, only taking the back loops, just making single crochets all the way down. And then when we get down, I'm going to make 2 slip stitches again into the next 2 double crochets, and that's going to attach these things we've made. And you're really just going to do this all the way around till you reach the last few stitches, and then I'll show you how to finish it off. When you've made your last slip stitch into your last double crochet of the round, you're going to chain 1, and we're going to work back up again and down 1 more time. And this is how you make it look like nice and finished. So you're just going into the back loops again, just the way we've done before, just up and down. It's super simple, and then I'm going to show you how to attach the 2. While you're watching this clip, I just want to say that I'm like so excited with how these turned out. I had the idea to make fingerless gloves suddenly, and I just thought this would be the easiest way to do it, so I just did it. And yeah, this is how they are going to turn out, and I'm super happy with them, and I hope you make them as well. If you do, feel free to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your creations. And yeah, this is how we're going to finish off our little trim. When you've made all your single crochets going down, you're going to make 1 final slip stitch into the original double crochet where you started the trim. And when you've done that last slip stitch, we're going to cut our piece of string further away from the hook, and then we're going to pull it through. The next step is to attach the 2 sides together with the help of our little needle. And firstly, you're going to want to turn the glove inside out so you can make the stitching on the inside so the outside will look as neat as possible. When your glove is inside out, you're going to attach the needle, and this is how I find it easy to do that. And then we're going to stitch the 2 sides together, and I just did that by going into the loops on one side and then on the other side. There's 4 on each, but you might want to add a 5th little stitch at the top so there's no gapping. And I just went into, on one side we have like the end of 1 chain, on the other side we have like full stitches, so I just went into the loops completely where the chain is and just in one of the loops where the stitches are. It doesn't really matter which one, it kind of depends on how you want it to look on the outside, but I just kind of did it on the one that's like towards the outside here. So yeah, and then I just went back and forth. And when you reach the end, you just want to tighten your stitches by pulling your little piece of string so everything's like super tight and secure. And then we're going to go back through this inside here of the glove to bring this thread back to the other threads from where it started, so we can tie those into little knots and then work them in later. And working them in, you can literally just pull them behind the loops on the inside of your work. There's tons of different ways to do this. Everybody has a different preference, so I'm not really showing that. I've showed it in a bunch of my other crochet videos, but it's not that hard. So yeah, I'm just not showing it today. So then you just work your way back with your needle back to the other thread, and there should actually be 2 pieces, but I messed up and the thread for me was for some reason on the, which is now the inside, but which is actually the outside. So yeah, but that shouldn't happen if you just pull that one through. And yeah, then I just tied those in a knot. I think I did a triple knot so that it's super secure. And then you just want to work in all the loose ends. And then you're going to want to do the same on the thumb hole and the bottom. The thumb is different though because it has normal double crochets on one side, but then these little loops on the other one, and I'm just showing you here how you can go into those. Just one of those big loops is the same as one stitch, and the whole bottom will have those loops there as well. So you want to make sure you go into them. I'm just showing you how you can go into them here as well. Every double crochet near the wrist area has this like little pocket where you can really easily put your crochet hook in, and you're just going to want to make sure you go into every single one of those. And yeah, then you just want to make sure that for the thumb you do the same amount of stitches as the top. So that's 4 chains plus a 5th one for turning around, and the bottom you want to make sure that you do 6 chains plus a 7th for turning around, because you want the trim around your wrist to be a little bit bigger, also so you remember which side you have to put your hand on. So just remember that. And yeah, that's all you have to do. Just repeat the same steps for the trim, except for that the bottom is a little bit longer, and then this is the final result. I'm super happy with how they turned out. I did use 100% cotton yarn, and if you want them to be a little bit softer, I would recommend using an acrylic. And yeah, this is just how they turned out though. I'm super happy with them. They are quite warm, and I really like the color, and they fit really comfortably. I can move my hand really well in them. This was a super fun project. It also helped me use up my scrap yarn because I had just a little bit of this pink yarn left, but not enough to make a larger project. So just 100 grams is all you need. You probably will even need less than 100 grams. And also it's a super fast project. It took me about a weekend. So yeah, that's super nice. So you can do this and have it just a weekend later. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this project. If you recreate these fingerless gloves, make sure to tag me on Instagram. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a really great day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone!